chapter 18. The whole congregation of the children of Israel assembled themselves together at Shiloh, and set up the tent of meeting there. The land was subdued before them. 7 tribes remained among the children of Israel, which had not yet divided their inheritance. Joshua said to the children of Israel, How long will you neglect to go and to possess the land, which Yahweh, the God of your fathers, has given you? Appoint for yourselves 3 men from each tribe. I will send them, and they shall arise, walk through the land, and describe it according to their inheritance. Then they shall come to me. They shall divide it into 7 portions. Judah shall live in his borders on the south, and the house of Joseph shall live in their borders on the north. You shall survey the land into 7 parts, and bring the description here to me, and I will cast lots for you here before Yahweh our God. However, the Levites have no portion among you, for the priesthood of Yahweh is their inheritance. Gad, Reuben, and the half-tribe of Manasseh have received their inheritance east of the Jordan, which Moses the servant of Yahweh gave them. The men arose and went. Joshua commanded those who went to survey the land, saying, Go walk through the land, survey it, and come again to me. I will cast lots for you here before Yahweh in Shiloh. The men went and passed through the land, and surveyed it by cities into 7 portions in a book. They came to Joshua to the camp at Shiloh. Joshua cast lots for them in Shiloh before Yahweh. There Joshua divided the land to the children of Israel according to their divisions. The lot of the tribe of the children of Benjamin came up according to their families. The border of their lot went out between the children of Judah and the children of Joseph. Their border on the north quarter was from the Jordan. The border went up to the side of Jericho on the north, and went up through the hill country westward, and ended at the wilderness of Beth-aven. The border passed along from there to Luz, to the side of Luz, southward. The border went down to Adaroth-adar, by the mountain that lies on the south of Beth-horon the lower. The border extended and turned around on the west quarter southward, from the mountain that lies before Beth-horon southward, and ended at Kiriath-baal, a city of the children of Judah. This was the west quarter. The south quarter was from the farthest part of Kiriath-jearim. The border went out westward, and went out to the spring of the waters of Nephthah. The border went down to the farthest part of the mountain that lies before the valley of the son of Hinnom, which is in the valley of Rephaim northward. It went down to the valley of Hinnom, to the side of the Jebusite southward, and went down to En-rogel. It extended northward, went out at En-shemesh, and went out to Jeliloth, which is opposite the ascent of Adamim. It went down to the stone of Bohan the son of Reuben. It passed along to the side opposite the Arabah northward, and went down to the Arabah. The border passed along to the side of Beth-hagla northward, and the border ended at the north bay of the Salt Sea, at the south end of the Jordan. This was the south border. The Jordan was its border on the east quarter. This was the inheritance of the children of Benjamin, by the borders around it, according to their families. Now the cities of the tribe of the children of Benjamin according to their families were Jericho, Beth-hagla, and Mekkeziz, Beth-arabah, Zemaraim, Bethel, Avon, Terah, Ophrah, Shephar-ammoni, Ophni, and Jebah, 12 cities with their villages. Jaban, Ramoth, Beeroth, Mizpeh, Chephra, Mazah, Rekem, Arpil, Tarala, Selah, Eleph, the Jebusite, Jibath, and Kiriath, 14 cities with their villages. This is the inheritance of the children of Benjamin according to their families. Joshua, chapter 19. The second lot came out for Simon, even for the tribe of the children of Simon according to their families. Their inheritance was in the middle of the inheritance of the children of Judah. They had for their inheritance Beersheba, Moladah, Hazar-shual, Bala, Ezem, Heltelad, Bethel, Hormah, Ziklag, Beth-markaboth, Hazar-susa, Beth-lebaoth, and Sharuhan, 13 cities with their villages. Ain, Rimmon, Ether, and Ashan, 4 cities with their villages. And all the villages that were around these cities to Baalath-beer, Ramah of the south. This is the inheritance of the tribe of the children of Simon according to their families. Out of the part of the children of Judah was the inheritance of the children of Simon, for the portion of the children of Judah was too much for them. Therefore the children of Simon had inheritance in the middle of their inheritance. The third lot came up for the children of Zebulun according to their families. The border of their inheritance was to Sard. Their border went up westward, even to Maralah, and reached to Dabasheth. It reached to the brook that is before Jokneam. It turned from Sard eastward toward the sunrise to the border of Kisloth-tabor. It went out to Daberath, and went up to Japhia. From there it passed along eastward to Gath-hefer, to Ethkazim, and it went out at Rimmon, which stretches to Ne. The border turned around it on the north to Hanathan, and it ended at the valley of Iftel. Kadath, Nehalal, Shimron, Idalah, and Bethlehem, 12 cities with their villages. This is the inheritance of the children of Zebulun according to their families. These cities with their villages. The fourth lot came out for Issachar, even for the children of Issachar according to their families. Their border was to Jezreel, Cheseloth, Shunem, Hapharaim, Shun, and Harat, Rabbit, Kishan, Ebez, Rameith, Ganim, and Hadad, and Beth Pazzuz. The border reached to Tabor, Shahazuma, and Beth Shemesh. Their border ended at the Jordan, 16 cities with their villages. This is the inheritance of the tribe of the children of Issachar according to their families, the cities with their villages. The fifth lot came out for the tribe of the children of Asher according to their families. Their border was Helkath, Hali, Beten, and Shaph, Halamelich, Amad, Mishal. It reached to Carmel westward and the Shihor-Libnath. It turned toward the sunrise to Beth Dagon and reached to Zebulun, and to the valley of Iftael northward to Beth Emek and Neo. It went out to Cabal on the left hand, and Hebron, Rehob, Hammon, and Cana, even to Great Sidon. The border turned to Ramah, to the fortified city of Tyre, and the border turned to Hasa. It ended at the sea by the region of Ipsip, Amma also, and Aphek, and Rehob, 22 cities with their villages. This is the inheritance of the tribe of the children of Asher according to their families, these cities with their villages. The sixth lot came out for the children of Naphtali, even for the children of Naphtali according to their families. Their border was from Heleph, from the oak in Zonanim, Adami Nekeb, and Jabneel to Lakan. It ended at the Jordan. The border turned westward to Aznath Tabor and went out from there to Hakak. It reached to Zebulun on the south and reached to Asher on the west and to Judah at the Jordan toward the sunrise. The fortified cities were Ziddim, Sur, Hamath, Rakath, Chinnereth, Adamah, Ramah, Hazor, Kedesh, Edrei, and Hazor, Iron, Migdal-El, Horem, Beth-Anath, and Beth-Shemesh, 19 cities with their villages. This is the inheritance of the tribe of the children of Naphtali according to their families, the cities with their villages. The seventh lot came out for the tribe of the children of Dan according to their families. The border of their inheritance was Zor, Eshtal, Arshemesh, Shalabin, Ajalem, Ithla, Elam, Timnah, Ekron, Eltekeh, Gibbethon, Baalath, Jehud, Beni Barak, Gath-Rimmon, Rejarkan, and Rakan, with the border opposite Joppa. The border of the children of Dan went out beyond them, for the children of Dan went up and fought against Leshem, and took it, and struck it with the edge of the sword, and possessed it, and lived therein, and called Leshem Dan, after the name of Dan their forefather. This is the inheritance of the tribe of the children of Dan according to their families, these cities with their villages. So they finished distributing the land for inheritance by its borders. The children of Israel gave an inheritance to Joshua the son of Nun among them. According to Yahweh's commandment, they gave him the city which he asked, even Timnath-Serah in the hill country of Ephraim. And he built the city and lived there. These are the inheritances which Eleazar the priest, Joshua the son of Nun, and the heads of the fathers' houses of the tribes of the children of Israel distributed for inheritance by lot in Shiloh before Yahweh at the door of the tent of meeting. So they finished dividing the land. Joshua chapter 20. Yahweh spoke to Joshua, saying, Speak to the children of Israel, saying, Assign the cities of refuge, of which I spoke to you by Moses, that the manslayer who kills any person accidentally or unintentionally may flee there. They shall be to you for a refuge from the avenger of blood. He shall flee to one of those cities, and shall stand at the entrance of the gate of the city, and declare his case in the ears of the elders of that city. They shall take him into the city with them, and give him a place, that he may live among them. If the avenger of blood pursues him, then they shall not deliver up the manslayer into his hand, because he struck his neighbor unintentionally, and didn't hate him before. He shall dwell in that city until he stands before the congregation for judgment, until the death of the high priest that shall be in those days. Then the manslayer shall return, and come to his own city, and to his own house, to the city he fled from. They set apart Kedesh in Galilee in the hill country of Naphtali, Shechem in the hill country of Ephraim, and Kiriath Arba in the hill country of Judah. Beyond the Jordan at Jericho eastward, they assigned Bezer in the wilderness in the plain out of the tribe of Reuben, Ramoth in Gilead out of the tribe of Gad, and Golan and Bashan out of the tribe of Manasseh. These were the appointed cities for all the children of Israel, and for the alien who lives among them, that whoever kills any person unintentionally might flee there, and not die by the hand of the avenger of blood, until he stands trial before the congregation.